to a Robin Banks Productions, baby.
Yeah, it's the underground, it's the underground, it's the underground, it's the underground. You better pass, you better run, and that's your ass. Boy, you done. It's the underground, it's the underground, yeah, it's the underground, it's the underground. You better pass, you better run, and that's your ass. Boy, you done. Move the sticks, first down. You better not step out of bounds. You don't really want it, but you really need it. It's the underground, man, we undefeated. Michael Jackson couldn't beat it, fourth down, couldn't reach it, man, your squad about to lose it. Go ahead and face the music, flip a coin, you still lost. Pay the cost to beat the bars, turn your motherfucking lights off. Yeah, CTE, these niggas can't see me. Got your head fucked up, got the game locked up, and it's over for your ass. Fourth down, you better pass. You know what it is, you ain't gotta ask. It's the underground, it's the underground, it's the underground, yeah, it's the underground. You better pass, you better run, and that's your ass. Boy, you done. It's the underground, it's the underground, yeah, it's the underground, it's the underground. You better pass, you better run, and that's your ass. Boy, you done.
Yeah, you know what it is, baby. It's your boy, your host, Filthy Rich. It's the Underground Sports Show. We live all the time, and you know what it is, man. It's the Underground. Yeah, call into the show, 412-4072-744. Talk your sports, talk your shit, like we always do around here, man. Don't be shy, do what you gotta do, man. Hit me up in the chat every time, you know what I'm saying? We always live, 11 p.m. Tuesday night and 11 a.m. Sunday morning for the game day show, man. So you know what it is, man. This is the NFL Week 8 recap, you know what I'm saying? And it's the Freestyle show, so you know your boy Filthy Rich is all over the place, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. It's the Underground Sports Show. Tune in, we live, let's go. Yeah. It's the Underground. Yeah, you know what it is, man. Hey, tonight we got a lot for you, man. We all over the place, you know what I'm saying? Hey, a little bit of hockey, a little bit of football, a little bit of everything, man. A little bit what happened, a little bit what's going on, man. We got trades, we got everything, man. It's so interesting tonight, man. Got so much stuff I can tell you. I hope I can get through it all because, you know, it's on, baby. Ow, it's the Underground, you know what I'm saying? Hey, today is Tuesday, October 28th, and guess what, peoples? It is your boy Filthy Rich's birthday, you know what I'm saying? So happy birthday to me, clap it up, you know what I'm saying? Happy birthday. 48 long years on this joint, man. 48 good years on this joint. Everything been all good, you know what I'm saying? Did what I needed to do every year, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. Ain't nobody perfect, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I did me. That's all I can do, right? You know what I'm saying? You do you. You know, so man, hey, look, man, NFL Week 8 recap. It's my birthday, so I'm going to get it in. You know what I'm saying? You know I got mine. This one's almost going. Got my other one. Hold on. I got too many already. I got one in the cooler back here. Let me get that a little closer. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have to take no breaks. You know what I'm saying? Let me get this chat up here real quick. Ill City Sports. Happy birthday, little brother. Yes, sir. What's up with you, though? LAB, how you doing tonight? I appreciate the shout out, the birthday shout out for show. And it is week 8 of the NFL football season. And that's very motivating for some of us, man. Some of us is a little frustrated right now in Pittsburgh. But it is what it is, man. Some of y'all need to learn how to take an L, man. Y'all already see the question of the day, man. Let's just move on. Can the Steelers buck the Colts, man? Now, I'm telling you to move on, but that don't mean I ain't going to jump on what happened this week. You know what I'm saying? Don't think that. But let's talk about the whole NFL. To me, this is the infirmary season, man. Everybody's hurt, man. And we're going to get into all the injuries. You know, we got the trade deadline coming up, so let's see who makes some moves. My Steelers made some moves, so we're going to get into that. You know what I'm saying? My second favorite sport, hockey. You know what I'm saying? The Penguins is off to a good start. Even though we lost to the Philadelphia Flyers tonight in overtime. We was banging with them. It is what it is. We lost to the Flyers in overtime. 3-2 tonight, but you know, it is what it is on that front, you know. But the Penguins are 7-3-1, so we'll take that, right? Nobody thought the Penguins were going nowhere this year. Brand new coach, and they doing pretty good, so it's all good, man. So, yes, that is the question of the day. Can the Steelers buck the Colts next week? You know what I'm saying? Because the Colts just been beating everybody. So let's see if the Steelers can bounce back after a 2-game losing streak and beat the Colts, man. Anybody got anything to say about that? Call into the show. Hit me in the chat and let me know if you even think the Steelers got a chance against the Colts, or if the Colts are just going to wipe these boys out, man. Because in my opinion, if the Steelers go out there and get stumped, then it's over, man. It's over. A lot of people think it's over already. A lot of people got the torch on Mike Tomlin's toes right now. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even a hot seat no more. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell y'all all the time, man, the fans make it a hot seat. You know what I mean? It has nothing to do with the organization. Because I'll tell you right now, Mike Tomlin ain't going nowhere. Y'all can cry and complain all you want. But that, well, I will get into. Let's start out with my normal icebreaker. Because, you know, I got all night, man. I got beer. It's my birthday. I got all motherfucking night. Now, let me tell you, I know you ain't got all night. But the best time to watch the show is in the morning anyway, when you're wide awoke and you're paying attention, because you definitely need to pay attention here on the underground, you know what I'm saying? So if you check me in the morning, it's still a great show in the morning. So anything you miss at night, get up in the morning, check in on the YouTube, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new around here, and check out the rest of the show if if you can't hang on my birthday with me, you know what I'm saying? If you can't do that, I don't know what to tell you, but to watch the show in the morning, it's all good. Now, first thing I want to talk about on my icebreaker has nothing to do with sports, but I will flip it back to sports as I usually do. So let's get to it. It's a nice little video, and it's kind of wild, man. It's called Cognify. Anybody ever heard of Cognify? Check this out, man, because this is looking real dangerous right here. But let's check it out.
Welcome to Cognify, a facility designed to treat criminals like patients. Instead of spending years in an actual prison cell, prisoners could finish their sentence here in just a few minutes. Cognify could someday create and implant artificial memories directly into the prisoner's brain. These complex, vivid, and lifelike memories are created in real time using AI-generated content. Depending on the seriousness of the subject's crime and their sentence, the memories could be tailored to the rehabilitation needs of each subject. The artificial memories implanted by Cognify would be seamlessly incorporated into the existing neural networks of the brain, preventing cognitive dissonance and ensuring the subject experiences the memories as if they were real. The Cognify concept offers a new approach to criminal rehabilitation, transforming how society deals with offenders by focusing on rehabilitation rather than punishment. First, the prisoner is given a choice, either spending tens of years in a prison cell or seeking fast-track rehabilitation through artificial memory implantation. If the prisoner chooses to undergo fast-track rehabilitation, the Cognify device is used. Next, the prisoner undergoes high-resolution brain scanning to create a detailed map of their neural pathways. This brain map helps guide the Cognify device to target specific brain regions responsible for memory, reasoning, and logical thinking, such as the hippocampus, prefrontal cortex, amygdala, parietal lobe, and anterior cingulate cortex. Once the target brain regions are identified, Cognify is then placed around the head of the prisoner. The intensity and the type of artificial memories is then adjusted depending on the crime. Inside the criminal's mind, time would pass differently, slower than in real life, making them experience years' worth of artificial memories in just a few minutes. Synthetic memories are customized depending on the crime committed and the
I'm gonna cut it out right there. We ain't gonna be there all day, but oh hell no, dog. Hell no, hell no, hell no, hell no. Don't do it, man. You get in trouble, don't do this right here, man. I'm telling you. Technology is the D. I ain't gonna say what the D is on the show, but y'all know what the D is, man. And I ain't talking about downstairs, brother. We ain't doing that on this show, man. The other D, the D that live downstairs. You know what I'm saying? Technology, don't do it, man. Don't fall for it, man. They try to hit us with the suckers. We gonna help the prisoners. You know what I'm saying? No, 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 don't take this, man. Don't accept this in society at all. But you know somebody will, man. But hey, maybe some of these coaches could use this cognified thing to make these players forget how bad they've been playing. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm going to spin this in the sports, man. Maybe some of these coaches like Mike Tomlin can make his players forget how bad they played against Green Bay on defense, how bad they played against Cincinnati on defense. Horrible. But he ain't the only horrible team in the league, man. I tell you, man. There's some other bad teams out there. Mike Tomlin, my man, is getting a bad rap. You know what I'm saying? You don't got a Mike Tomlin for everything he do, but to say he needs fired, kind of ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna move on to another icebreaker. I just had to show y'all that to trip y'all out real quick. But they're really thinking about total recalling these prisoners, and they always do this, man. They want to start out with a prisoner. Or like what's his name? What's the rich dude? Elon Musk. He got the chip in the brain. He put the chip in the paraplegic people's brains, the people that can't walk and stuff like that, and help them think and help them move stuff and help them think on a computer and type and stuff with their brain. They always use the weak to implant some stuff to bring it into society nice and slow, man. So don't fall for the okie doke, man. You go to jail, you get in trouble, do your time, man. Do your time. Now to move on to the icebreakers, two dudes that's in a jam, man. I don't know if y'all holler about Paul Pierce in a little jam, but man, these guys, man, the older they get, these guys with money, man, it seems like they just don't get it, man. NBA champion and Basketball Hall of Famer Paul Pierce is facing 2 criminal charges stemming from the arrest earlier this month in Los Angeles. Pierce has reportedly been charged with 1 count of driving under the influence of alcohol and 1 count of driving with 0.08 blood alcohol content. Pierce, 48, same age as me today, was taken into custody 14 days ago on suspension of a DUI. He allegedly fell asleep at the wheel of his Range Rover SUV October 7th while in traffic on a Los Angeles freeway. Come on, dog. Pierce was approached by questioning by the officers and who claimed he showed signs of alcohol impairment. 2 days after the incident, Pierce took to social media. He denied that he had been drinking and driving. Okay, well, Paul Pierce, like I said, in a little jam, he gonna have to get himself out of that. Falling asleep at the wheel, no matter if you're drunk or not, it's not a good look, bruh. So, I mean, people gonna think you're drunk if you sleep at the wheel. You know what I'm saying? Because there's just no reason for that, man. You got to pull over. You tired? Do what you got to do. Up next, Adrian Peterson, also in the bind, man. Now, this guy is habitual with it. You know what I'm saying? Here in this article, Adrian Peterson, former Vikings running back, arrested for DWI and unlawful carrying of a weapon. Former Minnesota Viking Adrian Peterson in Sugarland, Texas, on charges of driving while intoxicated and unlawful carrying of a weapon. According to multiple reports, Peterson, 40 years old, was taken into custody at 9:30 a.m. on Sunday. 9:30 a.m. Police told jail records confirmed Peterson's arrest, though other details were not made available. Peterson was born in Palestine, Texas, and attended high school in Texas. Attended high school in the state before going to Oklahoma college. It's the second time this year Peterson was arrested for suspected DWI. In April, Peterson was arrested in Minnesota on a suspected DWI hours after attending the team's NFL draft party. Peterson was booked at 5:15 a.m. in the morning. This man liked getting fucked up early in the morning. The previous night, Peterson spent time at the team's draft party, even doing an interview with K-Fan during the event. Okay, that's pretty much it. Paul Pierce, Adrian Peterson, all jammed up. You ask me, hey, I'm too old for that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I'm too old to be getting a DUI at this point. You know what I'm saying? My black ass is at home, bruh, when I drink. You know what I'm saying? I'm at home, or I get a ride, and I don't like getting rides. So I drink at home, bro. Or I drink under the limit. You gotta know your limit. You're allowed to drink and drive. You can't drink and drive. You can't drink and be drunk. That's what you can't do. So yeah, man, them two dudes need to learn that, man. All right, let's get some pickups with some trades. My Steelers picked up Marquise Scanling, Valdez Scanling, whatever his name is, wide receiver, used to play for Green Bay, used to play for the Jets for a little bit, used to play, I want to say he went to Buffalo for a little bit, but he's been moving around the league, and the Steelers picked him up. He's a deep ball threat. I'm wondering if he's still a deep ball threat. He hasn't been in the league all this year. He's coming off the couch, so let's see. I don't think it's a bad idea for the Steelers to go more onto the offensive side of the ball. I think they need another guy to stretch the field, even though I think Roman Wilson is coming on. I just think you give Aaron Rodgers more and more and more and more and more and more, because it looks like Aaron Rodgers is going to have to save the day, okay? But the Steelers were also smart enough to trade for Kyle Duggar. Now, the reason I think they traded for Kyle Duggar is because Deshaun Elliott was hurt in the game on Sunday night, and he was one of our best players, you ask me. He was the best player on this defense. So we go get Kyle Duggar, who was a really good player for Bill Belichick and Mike Vrabel in New England for the Patriots. And I think he adds to this team. Actually, I think he's a better cover man than Deshaun Elliott was when I seen him play. And he still is pretty good tackling and stuff like that. So I believe this is really a great pickup. Kyle Duggar is a real good player. I don't know how old he is. Let's check and see. 29 years old. So, still up there a little bit. Not too bad. And a 6-year NFL veteran who's played his entire career for the Patriots, like I said, for Mike Vrabel this year and Bill Belichick. So they also run a 3-4 defense, so he's very, very familiar, and he might be able to bring some tips over, to a couple guys from Bill Belichick, who I think is the greatest coach ever. So, I really like these two pickups for the reasons I said, man. Valdez Scantling can help the offense with the deep ball, and Kyle Duggar is replacing Deshaun Elliott, who we really couldn't afford to lose, man. When we lost him on that play in the Green Bay game, I pretty much knew it was over right there. You know what I'm saying? I was like, we ain't surviving without him on defense. And it got worse, and it got worse, and it got worse. All right. So speaking of trades, the NFL trade deadline is coming up. So let's just look at some article here where they're talking about the trade deadline, and let's see where the NFL is looking at players that might be moving around. The NFL was turning more like the NBA with these trades, man. Because I remember, and once the season started, the NFL, they wasn't making no trades, man. It was over. It was over after you had your team said it was over. But nowadays, people are going everywhere, man. People are going everywhere. All right, so kind of screwed me over on my article here, man. I had some trade stuff going on, deadline stuff going on here, but Google don't want to. No more. But anyway, they had some guys that was on the trade block, like Mark Andrews was one of the biggest ones, and Brees Hall. Thinking about Jets is thinking about trading a lot of people actually. But let's see if I can find some stuff. Hold on, cause I had it, man. Wanted to go over that real quick. Let's see. There we go. All right, I found it. Anyway, trade rumors at the deadline here. Like I said, Brees Hall was one of them for the Jets. Jacoby Myers, they're still trying to ship him out. Calvin Ridley, they think about getting rid of him. David Njoku, because Harold Fannin Jr. has been killing down there, the rookie tight end they got. And yeah, that's pretty it, man. Pretty much it. But I do think those are some big names right there, man. I'm really surprised that the Jets would try to ship out Brees Hall as well as he's been playing, man. I mean, they are 1-7. Starting over ain't the key, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Isaiah Davis is playing pretty well. Allen's on the hour, so I don't know. Maybe they're just squashing it on their season. That could be it. I wouldn't trade away Brees Hall at all. Ain't no way. All right. Up next, man, let's look at some power rankings around the NFL. Like I said, man, this is NFL Week 8 recap. Ain't really get into much recap yet, but this is also the freestyle show, man. This is what I do on Tuesday, man. Just bringing up stuff I wanted to bring up. You know what I'm saying? Anything and everything. You know what I'm saying? You do the same. Hit the like button. Call into the show. 412-407-2744. We live all the time. You know what it is, man. It's the underground, all right, man? So let's get into these power rankings, man, because this creates a little bit of discussion, man, because there's a couple teams that I think, like, might be moving up and down in scale, all right? So at 32, we got the Tennessee Titans, 31, New Orleans Saints, 30, New York Jets, and the 29th team is the Miami Dolphins. This is from Yahoo, though, y'all. This is Yahoo's power ranking, okay? Not my power ranking. This is Yahoo's power ranking. I'm just going over what they think. Now, Tennessee at 32, that's fair. New Orleans at 31, that's fair. New York Jets just won their first game. They're sitting at 30. I think Tennessee really didn't win a game. They got lucky. They got gifted a game. Let's see. LAB in the chat says, when Carolina let CMC go, we ain't been right since. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right. So you pertaining to the Breece Hall thing, yeah, don't let Breece Hall go, man. I mean, y'all ain't shit, but at the same time, y'all would be worse without Breece Hall for sure. All right, so Miami Dolphins sitting at 29. Okay, New York Giants 28, Cleveland Browns or 27. Would you flop them? I don't know. Scatterboo getting hurt, you got to take them out of the, power rankings a little bit, man. Las Vegas Raiders, worst defense in football. I'd have to put Cleveland in front of them, man. I can't put the Las Vegas Raiders in front of the Cleveland Browns right now. Even though 2-5, the Raiders are. Cleveland Browns is 2-6. Nah, I don't see that at all. Arizona Cardinals sitting at 25. Baltimore Ravens 24. Cincinnati Bengals 23. Ooh, shit, this is crazy right here. Minnesota Vikings 3 and 4, or at 22. 21 Atlanta Falcons. 20 Washington Commanders. And 19 the Carolina Panthers. What? You really got Carolina Panthers in front of the Washington Commanders? I mean, I know the Commanders got a lot of injuries, but they got their receivers back. And without Jaden Daniels, I guess they slighted them. Because, I mean, they did get crushed by the Chiefs, but we'll get into that later. Jacksonville sitting at 18. Dallas sitting at 17. I swapped them too. This is not good. It really isn't. Chicago Bears sitting at 16. Houston Texans at 15. Okay, I'll take that. Pittsburgh Steelers at 4-3, sitting at 14. San Francisco 49ers 5-3, sitting at 13. At 12, the Los Angeles Chargers. 11, the Denver Broncos. Is that too low? They're sitting at 6-2. Buffalo Bills sitting at 5-2 at number 10. But they got the Seahawks in front of the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos, man. Now let's talk about the Seahawks, man. The Seahawks are a tough football team, man. Don't sleep on the Seahawks. They had their bad week last week, so you didn't get the visual of them this week. But see, Seahawks, man, hey, they got a good offensive line, man, and they be bruising. So let's not hate on the Seahawks at all. LAB says, what they say, the Carolina is above Washington. Okay, so what you say? Oh, what they see that Carolina is above Washington. I know, man. I mean, Carolina got the 7th-ranked defense, though, and Washington's defense is trash. I'll tell you that. And maybe they're accounting for Bryce Young coming back, because I think Carolina would have been a better team against Buffalo if Bryce Young was in there. Not that, Andy Dalton fucked it all up, because that interception was kind of like a lucky interception, but still, 40 points, I think they needed to score with Buffalo, and they just couldn't with their backup quarterback in the game. But I see what you're saying, though. Commanders, way more potent on offense, but their quarterback's seriously hurt. So I think they don't think Jaden Daniels is going to come back for a while. And as long as Jaden Daniels don't come back, I don't know if they're going to be getting no wins, man. Marcus Mariota played okay, but really couldn't get him where he needed to go to. All right. We stopped at number 9. So we had number 8, New England Patriots. Okay, they doing their thing, 6-2. Kansas City Chiefs is number 7 at 5-3. Is that disrespectful? I mean, the record is what it is, though, right? But they on the roll. Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 6 at 5-2. Now, to round off the top 5, Green Bay Packers 5-1-1. Man, they giving them a lot of credit. A lot of credit after the beating Steelers, huh? Okay. Philadelphia Eagles at 6-2, sitting at number 4. Los Angeles Rams sitting at number 3 at 5-2. Whoa. They love the Rams, don't they? People love the Rams, man. The Detroit Lions sitting at 5-2, or number 2 team. According to Yahoo Sports, and the number 1 team is obviously, the Indianapolis Colts at 7-1. Man, you would think Peyton Manning's out there. But it's Daniel Indiana Jones out there for the number 1 power rank Indianapolis Colts, and we got to agree with that. They're the only 7-1 team, and they damn sure look better than everybody else. They damn sure look better than everybody else. Ill City Sports says Young is trash and Dalton's a competitor. Damn, you think Bryce Young is trash? Seriously? Man, I don't know about that. I thought he stepped his game up a little bit. Truly did. Oh, hold on. I read that wrong. Competitor is a compactor. Hold up. Let me make my chat bigger because I read that way wrong. That's what it is. I got old today. I'm losing my eyesight on my 48th birthday. And he said competitor, a compactor. Young is trash and Dalton is a compactor. Now I know what the LOL's for. I get it. Damn, trash compactor. Both of them combined, they go together, huh? I don't know, man. I don't know. They Carolina's 4-4, 500. Y'all ain't been 500 in a long time. Y'all was up. Y'all was 4-3. Who they got next, man? Let's check. Let's see who Carolina got next, man. We ain't gonna be dissing Carolina like that. Cause I got big hopes for Carolina, man. Who we got next? Ooh, the Packers. Let's get an upset. Panthers in Green Bay. I don't know. You're gonna need Bryce Young back for that. Saints. After that, did the Falcons. Y'all can win them too. So let's see. All right, trash compactor. Yeah, I got you, bro. I got you. All right, let's get back to it, man. Like I said, man, earlier in the intro, this is the year of the injuries, man. So many people hurt. And the one that hurt my feelings the most this weekend was, Scatterboo, man. Damn, man. His ankle was, did you see this shit? Did you see Scatterboo's ankle? That was fucked up. You hate to see a player that plays so hard get hurt. But let me tell you about a player that plays so hard, they often get hurt. It is what it is, man. You see it all the time. And, one thing about playing as tough as he plays and trying to run as hard as he runs, people are going to do the same thing to you eventually. People are going to give you that same energy, bro. You want to come out there with that energy? People are going to start coming at you with that energy. And there's much more of them than they are you. Now, I'm not saying that's why Cam Scatterboo got hurt, but a lot of times I see a lot of the toughest runners, they don't last long, number one, or they get hurt. And that was a serious injury, man. He's out for the year. It's fucked up. And the wild part about it is what shoulda, coulda, woulda been for the Giants if it wasn't for injury this year, man. Number one, Dayball was a clear idiot for not starting Jackson Dart from the very beginning over Russell Wilson, okay? It was clear to see that Jackson Dart was the better quarterback in preseason. And I know what somebody's going to say, that was preseason. You can't tell in preseason. Russell Wilson been in the league, Super Bowl champion. Well, guess how Russell Wilson got his job? As a rookie. In the preseason. He took a guy's job that just got a lot of money on a brand new contract, but he was that much better than him that Pete Carroll started him for the Seahawks, and 2 years later, he was a Super Bowl champion. Went to back-to-back Super Bowls, actually. Should have been back-to-back champions. So don't tell me you can't see nothing in the preseason. And then you get Malik Neighbors. He was hurt even earlier than that, out for the season. So imagine if Cam Scatterboo, Malik Neighbors, and Jackson Dart could have been out there together to finish up the season. How exciting would that have been And maybe they could have won enough games to make it a contest, to make the playoffs maybe. Because they was looking good, man. They beat a good Eagles team, and they was about to beat them again, it looked like, until Scatterboo got hurt. In the chat, Ill City Sports says him and Tyreek Hill injury was epic. Yeah, man, that was ugly too. It was real ugly. So yeah, a lot of dudes out this year, man. It's all over the place. All the young quarterbacks been out. Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Jaden Daniels, all over the place. Dudes getting hurt. Tyreek Hill, he just named it. You know, just crazy, man. Just crazy. All right, so let's check. Let's take a little switch up right here. Let's make a little switch up. We're gonna switch from football to basketball before we get back deeper into some football, man. Let's look at the NBA standings real quick and check that out. Because it is basketball season, and we ain't going to disrespect basketball because, you know, this ain't the game day show on Sunday morning. Now, if this was the game day show on Sunday morning, I wouldn't even touch no basketball. But let's check out some basketball and see what's up. Let's check out these standings, man. I know the season's just beginning. Let's just see how things is going, man. All right, in the Eastern Conference, 76ers are 4-0. Bulls 3-0. Cavaliers 3-1. Hornets 2-1. Heat 2-1. And Hornets did lose tonight, so I think that's going to go to 2-2. And I want to say the Heat beat them. So, yeah, that should be adjusted here soon to 3-1 for the Heat. So they'll flip spots. Knicks are 2-1. Bucks 2-1. Pistons 2-2. Raptors are 1-3 in ninth place. Hawks 1-3. Magic 1-3. Celtics 1-3. Come on, where the Celtics at? Wizards 1-3. Pacers, they just went to the championship last year, 0-3. Halliburton is still, I'm pretty sure, out, their best player. So yeah, that's their hairpiece. And the Nets 0-4, not looking good at all. All right. In the Western Conference, the Spurs 4-0. Can the Spurs come back, man? The Spurs gonna be the shit with Wemby. Man, Wemby's a dog, man. Ain't no way eventually Wemby ain't gonna win. All right. In the second place, the Thunder also 4-0. Warriors 3-1. Jazz 2-1. Clippers 2-1. Nuggets 2-1. All right. The Trailblazers are 2-2. Lakers 2-2 without LeBron. Timberwolves 2-2. Grizzlies 2-2. Kings in 11th place at 1-2. Rockets are 1-2. 11th place with their new player, Kevin Durant. Suns are 1-3. Mavericks 1-3 with the first round draft pick, Cooper Flag. And the Pelicans are 0-3 with our boy Zion Williamson with his new body. All right. So, yeah, man, just wanted to do a brief thing about the NBA because I really want to talk about the scandals that's going on in the NBA. And I really don't want to get too deep into the scandals, but I really want to talk about the effect that these scandals is going to have. We all know about Terry Rozier. We all know about Chauncey Billups and their situation and the betting stuff, man. And, you know, tipping people off. And, you know, I just don't know how much people are going to trust betting these days, all right? Pittsburgh Big Dog in the house. Salute to you, baby. Salute to you too, man. Everybody go over there and watch Pittsburgh Big Dog. He got a great show, man. Check his channel out. All you got to do is click on his name. I'm sure it'll take you to his channel. They talk a lot of Pittsburgh sports on Wednesday night, and it's a lovely show, man, for sure. All right, but did y'all see this talking about scandals and talking about how teams could cheat and stuff like that? Did y'all see... Oh, let me go back. Did y'all see this boy from Alabama, right? Not from Alabama, from South Carolina. Okay, the score is 22-22 right here. So that's important, okay? And Alabama is in the Wildcat formation. And just watch this play right here.
With a direct snap. They fake it to Simpson, and Bernard breaks free. Jeremy Bernard!
Did you peep that? Did you peep that? Now, these are the type of things that people are going to be talking about. Let me just let this go.
How about it?
So it starts over. Oh, what did we do? Shady. I lost it. All right. Hold on there. Hold up. I'm going to get it back. want y'all to see how dude waved dude off. Like he basically just let him run into the end zone. Oh man. Alright, I got it. I don't know if y'all seen it or not, but y'all about to see it.
So this is the ending to the Alabama versus South Carolina game. And let me start off by
You can see it right there.
an Alabama fan or a South Carolina fan, but this inning has got me questioning college football. So we're going to slow this down right here. You can see the South Carolina player takes 2 steps back and just throws his hand. You tell me if this game went great. That player definitely needs to be investigated. So this is the ending to the Alabama versus South Carolina game. And let me start off by saying,
see it right there? Old boy number 1 just pulled up. That's crazy. Pittsburgh Big Dog in the chat says, facts, we going to be looking at everything like we had money on the game. Yeah, man. Even if you don't got no cash on the game, you right. We looking at everything, man. We looking at everything. And we definitely looking at that damn tush push bullshit right here. It's another thing this weekend we seen where it's like, what are the refs fucking doing?
Tush push hurts, leads forward, ball is taken away from Team.
Now the refs right there, and there's no way you seen that Jalen Hurts was down. We could all see that Jalen Hurts wasn't down. Let's hit it back.
Tush push hurts, leads forward, ball is taken away from Team.
The whistle didn't blow till the ball was out. So we cheating for the Jalen Hurts and the Eagles now? We off the Chiefs? The tush push is already bad enough. Nobody wants that. Now you're cheating for them? People are going to be suspect. Very suspect. That's very, very suspect. Now let's talk about, we talked about some college football. You see the Alabama guy do it. Now you seen the ref do it. Let's talk to another ref. This guy's Tim Donahue. Y'all remember Tim Donahue? He was the guy that got fired by the NBA for cheating on games, man. They had the ref literally cheating, man. This ain't nothing new. This new. This Chauncey Billups stuff and all that, this ain't nothing new. So everybody that think this is a political attack all of a sudden, these dudes been going down with doing this crap forever. So let's see what Tom Donahue got to say right here. Now, this is the guy that got arrested for it.
I think this is just the tip of the iceberg, like you said earlier. And I think you're going to see maybe more of a bigger scandal coming out of the college level because you have these young athletes that aren't going to make it to the next level. And somebody's going to offer them money to maybe fix a game and only win by 12 rather than 15. And they're going to take that money because they're going to need a way to support their family. So I think it's just the tip of the iceberg in many different ways. I think.
Now that right there is Tim Donahue, the dude that actually was arrested, did his prison time and everything for tipping off and cheating in games as the referee. Let's listen to him one more time.
I think this is just the tip of the iceberg, like you said earlier. And I think you're going to see maybe more of a bigger scandal coming out of the college level because you have these young athletes that aren't going to make it to the next level. And somebody's going to offer them money to maybe fix a game and only win by 12 rather than 15. And they're going to take that money because they're going to need a way to support their family. So I think it's just the tip of the iceberg in many different ways.
Now,
I think
that's the New York Post, man. That's the New York Post. This ain't no wish-washy. That's the New York Post off of their site. That's him saying it out of his own mouth. 4 days ago, that was posted off of New York Post. Now, I don't know how long ago he said that, but even if he said that 4 days ago, We just watched a video of Saturday. It's only Tuesday. So 4 days ago would have been actually Saturday, right? We just watched a video of my man pulling up in the Alabama game when it's 22-22. Still City Luke says salute, bro. No doubt. Appreciate it. What? This Tim Donahue thing blew my mind. I was thinking about him the whole time and I couldn't remember his name, and then it just popped up on my phone like my phone was reading my mind. And we all know how that worked. But yeah, it's going to be suspect out here these days, man. But you know, you can rig these games all you want, man. Scott Foster been needed, investigated. Okay, definitely was fixing games, especially Chris Paul's games. Hey, yeah, I remember that too. It's crazy out here, man. So how much do you trust betting? I'll tell you what, man. It's hard not to gamble, man. I mean, you know, because at the end of the day, you can always just go money line, man, because somebody got to win the game. No matter if it's rigged or not, somebody got to win. Just like the lottery. Somebody got to win at some point. So somebody got to win the game. If you bet on the Chiefs against the Washington Commanders, somebody got to win. Now, if you go point spread and all that, that's where you get fudged up. You start picking the dudes at the end of the bench to get 2 rebounds. That's where you get fudged up. But you got to have to pick honest bets these days, man, if you really want to be confident that it's not being fudged with. You really are. All right, man. Well, that's that for that, man. I got through that part, man. I really had to say that, man. But you let everybody know, man. Betting ain't dead. You might just have to think differently about it, man. I think a lot of them prop bets at the bottom, they're gonna go away. They're gonna go away because the NBA don't want to be, or the NFL or any of these sports, because this just ain't a target on the NBA. This is going to cross over to all sports, and nobody wants their sport to be not, you know, people not confident in what's going on is real. And that it's not on the up and up. They don't want that. All right, back to my question of the day, man. Can the Steelers buck the Colts, man? We got to do something, man. A lot of people's blaming Mike Tomlin. Let's get to the game of the week results, man. My Steelers played the Green Bay Packers. That was my game of the week on Sunday. I definitely think it deserved it. Didn't turn out to be the game of the week, but there was a lot of games that sucked this week. But the nostalgia of it was great. You know, we had the beautiful yellow jerseys on that everybody was hating on, and they looked great on the field, man. Too bad we ruined it with a terrible performance in a loss. But it wasn't as terrible as everybody thinks it was, man. I tell you that, man. We was up in the first half. It was 16-7. We was okay. A lot of people's talking shit on the defense, but we played a good first half. You only give up 7 points. And I know they missed field goals here and there, but it was a 57-yard field goal my man missed. So that we still held them back in the first half. But in the second half, shit fell apart. But everybody really wants to blame, you know, Mike Tomlin, and I just don't agree with that. But the first thing I want to talk about is all them goddamn green jerseys we seen in the stand. What the hell was up with that? Rodgers has to say something about that. Let's check out what Aaron Rodgers had to say about the green jerseys in the stands.
Chant for
Oh, my bad. Hold up.
I've heard that chant for 18 years, so Packer fans travel really well. First time in a while I've used silent count for a home game. That's a credit to those Packer fans.
All right, well, that's Aaron Rodgers saying, you know, they was go, Pack, go. You know what I'm saying? They ain't had a beat behind it like they do at home, but they go, Pack, go. And I seen green everywhere. He had to use a silent count at home. Pittsburgh, that's a goddamn shame, man. We really should be ashamed of themselves. But should they, though, man? I mean, look, in the way they should, but I'm sure them tickets went for a premium price. Them people from Green Bay wanted to see their boy Aaron Rodgers. And that's a salute, in my mind, that's a salute to Aaron Rodgers, okay? Aaron Rodgers and his career in Green Bay. No one is bitter at Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay. The way those people came to Pittsburgh and paid premium money for those tickets, they came to see Aaron Rodgers. They didn't come to see the Green Bay Packers play the Steelers. That's happened before. It was never that many Green Bay fans in Pittsburgh Stadium. I've never seen that many opposite team fans in that stadium in my life. But Aaron Rodgers brought him out. And the way he's been playing in Pittsburgh, the attitude he's had the whole time he's been in Pittsburgh, we can see why those people in Green Bay fucks with Aaron Rodgers, man. He's a true leader. You can say whatever you want about Aaron Rodgers off the field, but on the field, since training camp, since the man signed the contract, he's been nothing but a leader on his team. Now, our problem for the Pittsburgh Steelers is that we need a leader on defense. On defense. We need a leader, man. We've been sleeping on our past leaders. Minka Fitzpatrick, we let him out the door. Guys like Eldon Roberts at linebacker, Spillane at linebacker, we let them out the door. I'll even take Devin Bush right now. I swear to God I would. You can laugh all you want, but I will take Devin Bush right now, and I'll show you what I mean in here in a second. Now, let's get to another point I want to get to, and let's talk about and talk shit on 93.7 The Fan, these people who are paid to hate Mike Tomlin. And I don't understand why. They are paid to understand coaching. These dudes that went to journalism school that don't know shit about the gridiron, literally getting on the gridiron, want to fire the coach. They want to fire the coach. What they see, they really believe that it's the coach. All right, so let's see what they got to say about Terrell Austin real quick. Steelers defensive coordinator.
Everybody in this football town knows that Terrell Austin is a figurehead. Having said that, this is just as bad as the offense was when they fired Matt Canada. In fact, in a lot of ways, it's worse because of the money that they're paying to that defense. So Terrell Austin should be fired today, period. And I hate to say that because he seems like a good guy, and he's had a pretty good career as an assistant coach. But if you're going to fire Matt Canada for the rampant and repeated incompetence of your offense, then Terrell Austin has to go today.
Bro, it's halfway through the season. Barely. And I know we suck a little bit on defense. But, dude, you just said how he's had a good career as a coordinator. My man Terrell Austin has been here for a while, and they've always been top 10 in scoring defense ever since Terrell Austin has been the defensive coordinator. All of a sudden, he don't know how to coach. Could it be the players? Could it be the players? Now, I understand people get fired, but that's that cookie cutter bullshit that the other teams do. The Steelers ain't into that. So stop fucking calling for it. Stop frustrating the whole situation here in Pittsburgh and just root for the team. You say the radio station is called The Fan, but they ain't shit but some haters, bro. And they never hate on the player. They never hate on the player. It's always a coach, or definitely it's always Mike Tomlin. Okay? Now let's hit this back real quick.
Football town knows that Terrell Austin is a figurehead. Having said that, this is just as bad as the offense was when they...
So when he says he's a figurehead, you know what he's saying, right? This is Mike Tomlin's defense. Mike Tomlin ain't calling no plays, bro. I'm sorry. You ain't never seen Mike Tomlin with a play sheet. He hands it over to his coordinator. I'm sure he's involved in practice. Not saying that he's not accountable for everything. He's the head coach. But it's also his offense too. So his offense is excelling, okay? With a guy that he's wanted for years, a guy that he's begged the organization for and said, I can do something with that guy. He don't get no credit for that. But it's Mike Tomlin's defense because he was a defensive coordinator for 1 year. Do y'all know what Mike Tomlin played in college? Do you know what position he played? Wide receiver. He's an offensive guy. Just because a person gives you a job as a defensive coordinator doesn't make you some automatic defensive guy or doesn't make it that you don't know shit else about football. That's where people get confused. They give these coaches a title and it's that's his specialty. That's all he knows. That's wrong. That's so wrong. He played wide receiver in college. Look how many dynamic wide receivers Mike Tomlin has developed for this team. Did you ever think about that? Did they ever give the man credit for Antonio Brown? Did they ever give a man credit for Emmanuel Sanders? Did they ever give a man credit for Martavius Bryant? Did they ever give him credit for anything like that? All the receivers, Deontay Johnson, yeah, he had the drop seats, but he balled. George Pickens, balled. He was a wide receiver in college, and it shows on his team. He takes dudes from the 3rd, 5th round and makes them 2 great wide receivers, if not valuable wide receivers. So what are we talking about getting Mike Tomlin out of town, bruh? What are we talking about? Now, I know I'm ranting, so I'll move on. All right? So here's Bob Pompiani responding to my man about the defense.
You said it's been historically bad in many ways. And so now the question is, what do you do to change it? Because you're not going to add personnel. I don't think so. And if you do, who can it?
Wrong. Wrong. You just traded for a defender, right? All right, let's go.
B. It's about scheme. It's about how you allow teams. Last week was Jamar Chase. 23 targets, 16 catches. This week, it's Tucker Kraft. He was targeted because they identified that weakness, and that weakness has been there for many years for the Steelers. They haven't been able to shut down tight ends. Big guys, and then there's yak yards involved. Missed tackles. Darius Slay missed tackles, ended up sometime on the bench holding his helmet. They put a lot of money into big names. Again, it comes back to names. Paper champs, Slay, Ramsey, Watt, Hayward. They're all very individually good, but collectively they're not getting it done. So if they're not getting it done, then it must be scheme.
Now, I agree on the collectively not getting it done. So if they're not all collectively getting it done and they're good players, you assume, that doesn't mean it's scheme. This scheme has been working the whole time Mike Tomlin's been here. The whole time. Mike Tomlin is one of the best coaches the NFL has ever seen. And I'm going to tell you why. In 2008, this man had a defense that was ranked number 2 in rushing and number 1 in pass. And they won the Super Bowl that year. So you ain't going to tell me all of a sudden this man forget how to coach defense when he's been doing the same thing the whole time. What's happened is the players ain't right. And I'm going to prove it to you, bruh. I'm going to prove it to you. I can prove it to you a million times over and over, man. I'm telling you, man, these dudes be tripping on Mike Tomlin. But let's go to another fan video because I'm going to just dig into these dudes. And I'm going to just keep showing you how dumb these dudes is, man. So let's listen to the fan being some haters again.
He can't bring himself to admit what the biggest problem is. And
can we put on Michael Jackson's The Man in the Mirror there to get that one, get right to the bottom of that one there?
It's so hard for him to come out and say, what's plaguing this team? This would be like, no offense, someone who was maybe pre-Awaken 180 diet, who weighed 400 pounds saying, the reason why I can't get dates is because girls don't like the style of clothes I wear or the shoes I have or my hairstyle. This is the worst pass defense in the NFL. He can't.
Okay. So here's the thing. He said he can't bring it. Let me just let him say it again.
Bring himself to admit what the biggest problem is. And
can we put on Michael Jackson's The Man in the Mirror there to get that one, get right to the bottom of that one there?
That's what his boy says, the man in the mirror, right? It's him. He says he can't bring himself to admit it. Even though earlier in the day, this is what Mike Thomas says. After he's asked the question.
Problems that you've had repeatedly, is it rooted in the defensive problems that you've had repeatedly? Is it rooted in the scheme or in the execution?
She said the defensive problems you're having.
Defensive problems that you've had repeatedly, is it rooted in the scheme or in the execution of the scheme?
You know, we all have to own it. Certainly you start with the schematics, man, because, you know, that's the leadership component of it. And certainly we'll be looking at everything.
Now that's bullshit. But he blamed it on his fucking self. That's what leaders do. He knows damn well it ain't his fault. He knows damn well, and I know damn well this shit ain't his fault. But my man on the radio, that's what I'm saying, these dudes is getting paid to hate on Tomlin. He literally said the same day before dude went on the air this.
Defensive problems that you've had repeatedly, is it rooted in the scheme or in the execution of the scheme?
You know, we all have to own it. Certainly you start with the schematics, man, because, you know, that's the leadership component of it. And certainly.
What are we talking about? What are we talking about? You just spewing bullshit to the city. Trying to get the man fired, and he ain't even going nowhere. So you're going to get the fans rowdy. You're going to get the fans booing every time they don't get a first down, every time we make a bad mistake or a bad play call, whatever. You got the city all riled up because you're lying. Bullshitting. Now, look, Mike Tomlin, he said it himself. I ain't trying to save the man. He deserves a little credit for losing. They all do. But still, to say the man ain't admitting it, what the fuck are you talking about? And these dudes get paid to bullshit. Now, they want your boy gone. But this is what Mike Tomlin's saying, man. They want your boy Terrell Austin gone. I already know Terrell Austin ain't going nowhere. That's a dumb decision. You don't fire your coach in the middle of the season. You tell him to get better, to fix this shit. You ain't going to get better bringing up who you bringing up? Mike Tomlin ain't calling the plays. Not that he can't. He's just not doing it. He never does. So, before the season, it felt like this is titled Mike Tomlin. Oh, shit. Got a call on the show.
To send a voice.
Yo, it's the Underground. You on the air?
Yo, Iceman.
Iceman in the house. What's up with you, brother?
Nothing, man. I want to jump in on the Tomlin talk. I'm a Tomlin guy,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and I think that, but the numbers don't lie.
Okay.
Like, we're 31st in the league right now.
Mm-hmm.
The defense, I mean, I feel like Terrell Austin is just, he's just a name in this. Tomlin, the buck stops with him on the defense. And I feel like he's been threatened. Like, we had Brian Flores in here, who is the most coveted defensive coordinator probably out there, right? He's ripping it up, I think, with Minnesota now.
Man, ain't ripping nothing up, but go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I liked him with the Dolphins. I think he got a raw deal there. He comes here. He's not like, he came here kind of like as a favor. I think they did, the Rooney's and Tomlin did him a favor. He's a great coach. Like, he'd get blackballed by the NFL. But I feel like if he took over the defense, we would have been much, much better off. I mean, Tomlin's supposedly this defensive guy, but you have to have the players. And I think it's going to be really ugly Filthy Rich. Happy birthday, by the way.
Appreciate
I think it's
it.
gonna be really ugly on Sunday. Like, I don't see us stopping the run.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Patrick Queen looks like severely undersized. Watt looks so overrated, dude. And he's such an egomaniac. He had to make a million more than Myles Garrett. Garrett did get meaningless sacks, but he had 3 sacks or 4 or 5 last game.
5.
So,
yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I think it's going to be bad.
Right. Well, I tell you what, man. I tell you about Watt and why he's looking so bad, because it all starts from the inside out, okay? In the Steelers defense in a 3-4, you must have a monster linebacker in the middle, and Patrick Queen is just a queen, bro. He's no king. He has no king in him. I am about to get to that, and if you stay up and keep watching the show, brother, I will show you how soft Patrick Queen is, okay? And you can't have any defense. I don't care what you would line up in, 3-4, 4-3, 3-3-5. It don't matter, bruh. You cannot have a good defense with a soft-ass linebacker like Patrick Queen. He is the main problem, and Tomlin knows this. Now, the problem is Tomlin's not paying the guy, okay? The Rooneys and the GM selected the guy, so he's got this pride that, oh, okay, I picked this guy up. This is the GM. He's not paying him, but the Rooneys are actually giving him cash. So, you know, to bench the guy, that's going to have to be a strong move from Mike Tomlin to go ahead and bench this guy that's making this a lot of money. But I think he needs to send him a signal in his head that you are not invincible. You don't own this position, because your boy's playing like shit, and somebody needs to wake him up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how well he... Hold on, Iceman. We got another caller. We can see if we get him in here with you, man. Stay on the line. Let's see how this works.
Okay.
Call from UNC Charles. To accept, press 1.
Hey, Unc, you in the house?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Al. Hey, I'm merging you in with the last caller just to let you know. Iceman, you still there?
Okay. Yeah, I'm still there.
Here we go. Let's let Unc get in here, man. What's going on, Unc?
Nothing much, man. You know, when you ask the question, you know, is it the players? I mean, the execution of the players, or is it the coaching? It's definitely player execution.
Yes, sir.
You know, like you guys said, and that's my boy Queen, but he doesn't get deep in coverage. Nope. He doesn't smack people. There's no tackles for loss. You know, you got prima donnas on the corner, Slay and Ramsey, and I like those dudes with the rep, the history, but they're not doing squat with Pittsburgh, and not to take the pressure off of them, but you got to remember the quarterback that we played against and the receivers that they had. We had Flacco was like tearing us up because of Chase and
Higgins.
What's his name? Higgins. Phenomenal receivers. We played a team last week that, guess what? Their quarterback Love was releasing that ball under 2 seconds.
Right.
How you gonna stop that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're
looks like Tom Brady,
you know, or a man and not. So I'm saying, you know, and the thing is, you know, offensively, how do you get like one of the best quarterbacks in history and not have receivers to match up with him?
Yeah, that's part of the problem too.
DK Metcalf, man, he's under a 60% catcher. Take a look at his stats. All you got to do is take a look at how many targets he has and how many receptions he got out of those targets.
Right.
And you'll figure out that this dude is catching less than 60%. You know, there's no balance there. Offense okay, but he's been hurt. You know, so
yeah.
I'm going to jump off, Rich, and I'm going to let you guys talk about it.
Okay. I appreciate the input, Unc.
All right, later.
All right, yes, sir. Hung up on everybody. Yeah, man. But yeah, I think Uncle's a little right, man. I think he's right. Iceman, you still there? My bad, man.
I'm there. That was great.
All right. Yeah.
North Carolina. Tell them I'm a huge Julius Peppers fan.
All right, I will do that right there. But yeah, I mean, last words on that though, man. Like I said, man, Patrick Queen just not playing well, man. And you know, all right, what I was thinking though is like you remember Ryan Shazier, right? Clearly,
absolutely,
in the way he played. And Unc made me think of Ryan Shazier, the way he was talking, how, you're not getting any tackles for losses. He doesn't dig deep enough in coverage. And I can show you all that on film, man. I was just about to do a lot of that. And it's just, this guy is just not a good middle linebacker. He's a 4-3 outside linebacker. He needs to be on half of the field. You got him in the middle. He can't handle it, man. He just can't. We've seen too many dudes over the years, Ferrier, Foote, Timmons, even back to Bell. We know what it's supposed to look like. Kendrick,
Holmes.
Yeah, man. I'm forgetting the big guy that was 270. Lavon Kirkland. We've seen it before. This guy is none of that, man. He's not even Devin Bush. That's a goddamn shame. Devin Bush
we don't have anyone in the system either. Who's the dude they drafted from Ohio State? Is he hurt? I haven't seen him.
Not Ohio State.
He's too
NC
slow.
NC State. No, he's kind of fast because he caught the one dude. He's a little baby though, man. He's kind of like in rookie mode, and I don't think he. And Patrick Queen ain't leading them either. Like you don't see Patrick Queen telling people where to be. You know what I mean? You don't see him tapping guys on the butt saying move over. You just don't see a lot of that, man. He's not a leader. He's not tough. He can't even tackle a receiver. He's just trash. He's a queen.
Hey, I love the nickname Queen. That's great for him. But one last thing and I'll get off. Do you think Jalen Ramsey ends up moving to safety?
He could, but I think, they picked up Cal Duggar today, so I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, they picked up
All
the
right,
Cal
man,
Duggar.
enjoy the show. Happy birthday. You're doing a great job.
Hey, I appreciate it, Ice, man. Hey, man, call the show anytime. I love it, man.
Yeah.
All right, have a good one. Ow, yeah, man, that's how we do it on the Underground Sports Show, man. Call into the show live anytime, man. 412-407-2744. Talk your sports, talk your shit, man. And I ain't done with the Steelers, man. I'm about to go to the tape. So don't go nowhere. I'm telling you. I'm about to go to this tape and prove it. There go your boy right there. The target. Patrick Queen. And everybody's abusing him, man. They all know. If I know, the NFL definitely knows, bro. Okay, so Steel City Luke says Raekwon Smith made Patrick Queen. True. Queen getting exposed since he's been in Pittsburgh. Yes, sir. And Bill McCord says, don't forget about Big J Porter. Yeah, hey. You liking Big J Porter or not liking Big J Porter? Where you going with that? All right, so here we go. First play I want to show y'all right here. I'm going to let it run because I've been talking so long. I don't remember where I was going with this, but yes, I do. Hold on, let me go back. Hold on. Yeah, this that first early play right here where Patrick Queen's just being lazy all day.
And he's a fullback for the moment as well.
Oh, yeah. He can't tackle the wide receiver right here. Now, Patrick Queen, man. Let me turn this volume off so I can talk, man. Let me get this down a little bit. Hold on. All right. Let's hit play. We see Patrick McQueen. Call him McQueen. Patrick Queen in the middle here. He's going to react to the play action a little bit. Then he's going to get back. Turns his head to the quarterback. But boom. Wide receiver catches the ball. This should be a clear, easy tackle for a linebacker here, right here. One thing linebacker got to do is tackle. Let's get back in the chat. Steel City Luke says corners and safeties ain't covering shit either. Very true. Very true, especially Clay. We got to get a little pass rush, too. I think Porter's doing okay. But Clay and Ramsey, he getting toasted a little bit. But you got to make that tackle right there. Now, what if this dude spin around and score? If the other linebacker don't come and actually make the tackle, Holcomb, that's what you're supposed to do the first time. But once again, Patrick Queen, it's off. Let's go to another point in the video. I'm going to show you Patrick Queen not being a guy. Here we go right here. Patrick Queen with some true Queen shit right here.
All right, really hasn't worked out that way.
All right, so let's go back real quick, all right?
His third catch of the season.
Let's go back. All right, pause it right here. Patrick Queen, your middle linebacker in the middle who's supposed to be the general, okay? Hands on his knees. First thing they taught you in little league, don't put your hands on your knees. That shows you're tired. So is Patrick Queen out here tired? I don't know, but his hands is always on his knees. And he should be tired because they on the damn field all day. So, once again, as you see at the top, you got the corner on the wide receiver on the outside, past the numbers. You got the safety on the slot receiver, so you're already outnumbered over there. Patrick Queen should already be making an adjustment, but then Tyler Kraft, one of their main weapon, what I knew already, not from watching no film, just watching football on Sundays, I knew Kraft was their guy. But the Steelers didn't seem to know that, right? So he comes in motion, he's going to make it 3-on-2 on that side, right? So let's hike the ball and see what happens. Okay, so Kraft runs a quick out, and he knew to make it quick because there's no one out there. TJ Watt tries to save the play by making a miraculous play. He misses the ball, but Queen is nowhere to be found. Yeah, he went for the play action a little bit, but you got to get over there, dog. And really, Holcomb's out of position too. But Queen's the general. He's the one telling, hey, that's you. That's you. Stick that, man. But let's go back a little quick sec. Watch Patrick Queen in the middle. He's not making no decisions in there. He's not telling nobody what to do at all. So he snapped the ball. Nobody sees him. He goes out to the flat. But look at Patrick Queen jogging. Look at this dude. What are you doing? This is the most little league shit I've seen in the NFL in a long time. Patrick Queen. Can we get, you ain't got to be the best player in the world. Can we get some effort out of you, my man? Can we get some effort out of you? Because you literally, this man is at the 15-yard line. And Patrick Queen is jogging at a bad angle. What the fuck? Don't even get into the play. Don't even try to strip the ball. Don't try nothing. That's crazy work to me. Iceman back in the chat says Jack Sawyer is the linebacker from Ohio. Oh, yeah, okay. I was thinking of. Haven't seen him. Yup, he didn't play. Might be hurt. Kraft looked like Gronk. He was Gronking their ass. The new Gronk Kraft. Yeah, for sure. Queen might be betting after I saw that clip. Man, didn't even think about that shit. What the fuck are we supposed to think about that? You right, Iceman. What are we supposed to think about that? You throwing a game? Now let me show you somebody not quit, man. This is how you play it right here a little bit. All right, type this ball.
7-3. Play action first down for Love. Just soft toss out to Emmanuel Wilson.
All right, so you see that play, right? You see Nick Herbig run over and never give up. You know what I'm saying? We just seen Queen jogging. This is what a football player is supposed to do. Now, he's nowhere close to the man, but he comes over with aggression from the backside and gets into the play. Gets into the play and makes the man fumble. Now, I didn't count him for nothing or whatever like that, but still, that's what I want to see Queen do. Why ain't Queen doing that? So it ain't the whole defense. It's this middle linebacker that I'm talking about. Giving up plays, giving up on plays. You can't have that at middle linebacker. You just can't. So let's check out Queen. A little more effort issues here.
But he was not happy when he was drafted. Oh, no doubt. Yeah. Kraft again.
Okay, so we see the bad angle, right? And let me hit it back so y'all see what I'm talking about. I'm going to pause it. All right? Patrick Queen's that left linebacker on the defense over there, okay? On the left side. He Krafts leaks out. He's a little late on it, and he goes to get it. Why are you going under, bro? Why are you going under them? You should be going over your guy, taking a way better angle than that. Football is all about angles. You can say, oh, Rich, well, you know, it's just instinct. That's just what he did. No, that's not what you do when you're a football player. You know you got to take the right angle. And the guy that catches him takes the right angle. That's the only reason he gets caught. Bad angle, bro. You ain't catching him at this point. He's just not good. See that angle Joey Porter talk? Now, he don't make the tackle. But still, he took a better angle than Queen. But look at Queen, bro. Why are you doing way out of bounds, fam?
on the sideline.
My bad. We're back too far. But yeah, watch Queen. After he misses him, the effort gets worse. Okay, you just quit, huh? You just going lollygag out of bounds. He misses the tackle, and you bullshitting. Get back on the field. He's nowhere to be found. Look at Peyton Wilson, still rounding down the field, getting into the tackle. Maybe you make him fumble or something. Patrick Queen ain't even in the screen. And y'all gonna tell me this is coaching? You can't coach effort. You can't do it. Especially on this level. If I have to coach you on this level to give effort, you gotta go, man. You gotta go. Iceman says Queen might be okay. All right, I already read that. I just checking the chat, man. This is horrible, man. This is horrible, is it not? Am I wrong? Now this is something Uncle's talking about right here on the call, man. We gonna get to what Uncle's talking about, my man. DK Metcalf. Got to get your hands on it. And it's funny that Unc called and talked about DK Metcalf because this is something my uncle actually taught me right here. Sorry about the commercials here. But this is something my uncle taught me when I was playing wide receiver and made me a better catcher, man. Because I had some problems catching earlier in my career. And he taught me the position of my hands was so important. Now, this is a perfect read by Aaron Rodgers, of course. And they don't really get close to it, but his hands was wrong, man. He had his hands wrong. I think they're going to show it right here. If you put your thumbs in, you can get your hands on the ball. When you put your thumbs out like this, you're waiting on the ball, and that's what gives the defender the chance to come in there and make that good play right there. You turn your hands the other way, and you go get the ball. You wait on the ball, the defender has a chance to get his hand in there and break up that ball. All right, so Boswell's the man. Let's watch him make that kick. You know, this is who we got faith in. This is about it. This is horrible. This is horrible. But, man, you know, we did. I mean, let's go to my last little spot, and then I'm going to move on, man. Commercials is killing me. Come on, man. What I got to do? Pay for YouTube? Making me hungry, Sonic. All right, here we go. 16-7, like I said, end of the half. He misses this field goal, 57, 44-yarder, and he missed it, man. Look, you hold him. We winning 16-7. Defense is playing okay. Even though Patrick Queen is a queen, we still up 16-7. So blaming a lot of stuff on everybody else. I think everybody else played a decent game. Or you don't always get stats at outside linebacker. You know, I seen TJ Watt make some plays, man. I did. They don't always add up on the stat sheet, but I seen him make some plays from the back in the running game. And really, when you're playing outside linebacker, you're not supposed to be running down the line digging into the running game. He's doing that because he knows Patrick Queen and the middle linebackers is trash. So he's trying to make a play. And when you try too hard, that's when you mess up your assignment. Anybody that plays some ball, some defense, know that you got to do your job. When you start pressing, that's when your mistakes get shined. And that's how they be breaking contain on TJ Watt because he's trying to make plays that he shouldn't be making. And he knows it. He's been on better defenses. But he's trying to save the day. So don't go so hard on TJ Watt, man, because I see a lot of plays where he's just really out there giving 100%, trying to make a play and trying to make a difference in this game. All right? So Unc says they spent all their money on the defense especially, and for the most part, the secondary sucked. Yeah, that secondary's bad, man. You got to get off the field, though, man. You got to get off the field. You can't let teams run on you, or the secondary is going to suck, man. We really are. We getting gashed in the run. We played the run okay. 16-7 at the half. We was in it. If I was Boswell, I'd hold out as soon as it was cold. Yep, new contract. He's directly responsible for 3-4 wins a year. True story. True story. We're going to need him more than that this year, man, for sure. All right, let's see. Let's go back to the video real quick. I just want to show y'all
The Steelers 3.
what comes on after this. I'm pretty happy about that miss, but this is the play right here, man. Right after half, they come out. We get the ball first. Don't move the ball. We could have moved the ball and put up points on the board. That would have been decent, right? That would have been decent. That would have been ideal. If we could have scored a touchdown right there. So let's not blame everything on the defense. Once again, 16-7 at the half. The offense gets the ball first. That's what you want. You have to at least put up 3 points, and it's 19-7. But we don't put up any points. If we score a touchdown at that point, that's super big. They might put their heads down, and Green Bay might be through. And then the defense can do what they want to do. Okay? But this play was shady. This is where I feel like the refs got into it in the second half. And Green Bay was getting real lucky, too, man. It's a little bit of everything. Now, that was the best play Patrick Queen made all day, was that blitz right there. And you can see the push-off. My man's putting his hands up in the air. The clear push-off on Deshaun Elliott. And it was insult to injury also on his play. Pushed him. Looking like Gronk. And then busted my man's knee up, man. He's out for the season. Fuck. One of the best defenders they had. I thought he was the leader on the defense. And he's out. So, insult to injury. We took a big L. Refs didn't call that. Refs didn't call when they was offsides in the second half either. A couple other flugazy little catches they caught. And the shit just went downhill, man. And like I said, it could have been the other team. It could have been Green Bay to put their heads down when it was 16-17. If we go out and score a touchdown when we get the first possession in the second half. Instead, they come back 14-16. They got the momentum in Pittsburgh. All the green jerseys. All the go pack go. It was just bad, man. It was bad. I do think the Steelers are better than this, though. But Patrick McQueen is going to be hard to get over, man. You got to bench the guy, Mike Tomlin. That's the advice I would give Mike Tomlin. I don't think Mike Tomlin's a bad coach. He is a player's coach. He believes in his players. Maybe too much faith in players sometimes. But Patrick Quinn need to be taught a lesson, man. He needs to sit down and somebody needs to say, dude, you're not playing well. If you want to get back on this field, you're going to have to do something. Because in football, like I told my nephew earlier, had a conversation, sports period is about sacrificing your body. And it just don't seem like Patrick Quinn wants to sacrifice his body. He just wants the paycheck. And that's not what we're about here in Pittsburgh. And you think he's coming from Baltimore, he would know that. But maybe not. That's why we be kicking Baltimore's ass sometimes when they even got better teams than us. But back to the question of the day, man. I'm off that. I'm off Queen, man. I'll get back to him Sunday, man. After we play Jonathan Taylor and the Colts. But can the Steelers buck the Colts? It don't seem like it, man. Not with Patrick Queen in the middle. It ain't gonna happen, man. It ain't gonna happen. All right, man, let's get into some other games, man, around the league. Let's go around the league real quick and see what happened in the NFL this week. And the Chiefs seem like they back on track. Last night on Monday night, the Commanders get beat up by the Chiefs, man. They was hanging in there in the first half. They intercepted Patrick Mahomes twice in the first half, but then in the second half, he came back and turned into the MVP fashion, threw 2 touchdowns, 300 yards in the second half, and demolished them boys 28-7. But you know, the question is, are the Chiefs back? Or the Chiefs back? And to me, the Chiefs are scary, man. The Chiefs are back. Let's take a look, though, man. They got a tough schedule coming up. And let's see what that is. Specifically, I know it's definitely, they definitely got the Bills coming up next Sunday. So that's definitely probably going to be game of the week already. Chiefs, Bills next week. Let's see what time that is. 4:25. So, yeah, man, that's nap time for me, man. But not this week, man. I'll be watching the Bills and the Chiefs. After that, on November 16th, they got the Broncos at 4:25. Then they got the Colts on November 23rd. Then they got the number 1 offense in the Dallas Cowboys, at least for now, the number 1 offense. And, hey, the Chiefs got it coming, man. So we will find out if the Chiefs are back in Super Bowl form in the next 4 weeks, man. And that's the story right there after this game. Chiefs dominate Commanders, but they looking at a tough schedule coming up, man. A tough schedule. It really don't get no easier for the Broncos until the end of the season, man. Not the Broncos, but the Chiefs. They got the Raiders the last game of the season. But other than that, they got the Titans mixed in there too, so that's a freebie. But other than that, they got all challengers, man. So we shall see if they can keep this up. But damn, unfortunately, they look good to me, man. They look good to me. And if the Chiefs is in the way, man, that Steelers defense don't got a chance, bro. So the Steelers better turn this shit around. All right, Bengals versus Jets. Crazy game, man. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Let's see what Alex Smith had to say about Woody Johnson, his comments about Justin Fields, okay? But to back up a little bit, the Bengals lose a game they should have won, 39-38. And I'm happy about it because we lost, so we needed other people to lose. But yeah, Woody Johnson, the owner, was talking a lot of shit on Justin Fields. It ain't the coach's fault. We talked about coaches and players that what would you do if your player was playing this bad? And Justin Fields went out there and proved something. But let's see what Alex Smith had to say about Woody Johnson here.
Close to this. I know you know him. I know you're close to this, so I get it. Listen, this is absurd, right? You're true. It's right. It's rock bottom, but it's rock bottom because of this guy, right? Yep. Listen, it is impossible to overcome dysfunctional ownership, and this is the definition of it. Woody Johnson. Listen, I lived it. Trust me, I know. How many head coaches and quarterbacks is this guy mowed through, right? How many of them are we going? And he drove the bus over this kid right here. I know you know him. I know you're close to this, so I get it. Listen, this is absurd, right?
All facts, though, right? You don't call your quarterback out like that. And Justin Fields got upset, went out there, threw for over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns or something like that, and went crazy. Alex Smith had more to say. Let's see what else he had to say.
Sam Darnold, he looks pretty good right now, right? Does. Hey, Robert Saleh coaching his butt off in San Francisco. Weird. Aaron Rodgers winning a lot of games all of a sudden, right? Hey, maybe the problem is you, Woody, right? Maybe we look in the mirror. You have the longest playoff drought in all of the NFL, right?
And that's what I be saying, man, about I hate to keep going back to the Steelers, but I got to. That's what I be saying about firing Mike Tomlin. When Omar Khan is getting all these players, everybody's like, oh, Omar Khan is cooking. He's cooking it. But then when this player don't turn out to be the player he's supposed to be, they want to blame it on Mike Tomlin. Hold on. I thought this guy was so great. You get out there and you making plays, you lack of effort, not making plays, I should say, or can't cover nobody. Mike Tomlin don't got a PlayStation 5 controller in his hand, man.
Sports. Listen, it starts at the top and it trickles down, and this is cowardly. This is an owner that.
This is a guy that played in the NFL for San Francisco, for the Kansas City Chiefs. He said it starts at the top. The New York Jets have a problem. The New York Jets are sad forever because of the top, because of Woody Johnson. So sometimes we got to give a little blame to the Roonies. Now, I know we can't fire the Roonies, but y'all just want people fired for no reason. That's a little crazy to me.
It's deflecting.
That's a little crazy to me. But yeah, man, I don't know. Another great game on Sunday was the Cowboys versus the Broncos. Really didn't turn out to be that great. I thought it would be great. Number one offense versus the Broncos, who are number one in pass rush. The Broncos came out on top. Knicks joins John Elway and Manning in the history books on Sunday too, man. So that's pretty important. That's what came out of that game. Bo Nix is only in his second season. Denver Broncos quarterback Bo Nix already finds himself in the record books alongside names of NFL Bronco legends Peyton Manning and John Elway. He still has a while to go before he can match the achievements accumulated in both of his careers, but Nix moved one step closer in the Broncos' 44-24 win over the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday. After throwing for 4 touchdown passes in the game, He tallied his third win with 4 touchdown passes. Joining Manning and Elway is the only quarterbacks in Broncos history with at least 3 games with 4 touchdown passes. Already in his second year. Looks like more to come for my man Bo Nix in the house. Not Bo Jackson. Bo Nix, baby. Doing his thing. Now the other story out of this game, PS2, Patrick Surtain 2, the defending defensive player of the year is hurt. Pectoral injury. Looks like he might be going to the IR, or he's definitely week to week, though, man. He's definitely going to miss multiple weeks. Might be going to the IR. The IR means you're definitely going for 4 weeks, so we shall see, man. Like I said, man, hey, look, man, I'm here all night, man. It's 12:30. It's my birthday. It is what it is, man. I ain't got shit to do. And I'm up on here, man. So we're going to go to halftime, and then we'll get into the rest of the games, man. If you can't hang, it's all good, man. Check it out in the morning. Fast forward through the video. Do what you got to do, but we're going to go to halftime, man. We're going to go to the bathroom. We're going to get us some more water, and we'll be right back, man. It's the Underground Sports Show. All right, don't go nowhere. It's halftime. It's halftime. I'll be right back. It's halftime. It's halftime. It ain't over yet. It's halftime. It's halftime. I'll be right back. It's halftime. It's halftime. It ain't over yet. It ain't over till it's over. Pull back, run you over. It's the halftime show. We need a turnover. Pick 6. It's your boy Filthy Rich. Turn me up in this bitch. Hit the like button. That's the right button. Call in to the show if you know something, but you probably know nothing. Not my fault that you're playing for the wrong team, wrong scheme. Strike you out like all schemes. It was all a drink. You never gon' win a thing. Nah. Yeah, you know what it is. It's halftime. It's halftime. I'll be right back. It's halftime. It's halftime. I'll be right back. It's halftime. It's halftime. I'll be right back. It's halftime. It's halftime. It ain't over yet. Ow, I told you, man. It's halftime, man. I'll be right back. You know what I'm saying? I shall not disappoint you. It's your boy, Filthy Rich, on his birthday, up late night, you know what I'm saying? On the Underground. You know what I'm saying? Call into the show. You still up with me? 412-407-2744. You know what I'm saying? Hit me in the chat. Whatever. Do what you do, man. It's the Underground Sports Show, man. Definitely hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. And I got a little more for you, just because I'm turned up for my birthday. And it ain't time to go to sleep. Not at all. Not at all. Yeah. It's halftime. I'll be right back here. All right, man. Just got a little bit more NFL stuff to go over with, man. Like I said, you can't hang, man. Check me out in the morning. It's all good, man. I appreciate the callers. Unk in the house, man, calling in. Iceman in the house calling in. I appreciate it, man. All intelligent calls, man. Everybody know what they talking about, it seemed like, because, you know, like I said, I've been on the fan pretty hard, and I'm probably going to keep doing it because they're going to keep doing their thing. So I'm going to keep doing my thing because these dudes, they got to wake up, man. They definitely got to wake up. They on one. But anyway, man, let's check out my man Roy Oliver. Y'all don't know nothing about no Roy Oliver, man. Let me check this out, man. Let's check out Roy Oliver, high school student, man. And I'm going to let the video show you what's up, all right?
Roy Oliver III. Remember the name.
Roy is only a sophomore at Hamilton High School in Chandler, Arizona, but has already broken the school record for receiving touchdowns with 25 in just 8 games so far this year. That's like 3 a game. The 4-star wideout has over 1,300 yards through the air, good for 9th in the nation, and it's pretty much a lock to shatter every school record. I repeat, as a sophomore. Regardless of where Roy ends up, you can guarantee he'll be a headliner on Saturdays.
Roy Oliver III.
baby.
Remember the name.
Roy is only a sophomore at Hamilton High School in Chandler, Arizona, but has already broken the school record for receiving touchdowns with 25 in just 8 games so
25 in 8 games, yo. I couldn't not talk about that. I ain't really good at math, but I'm thinking that's about 3 touchdowns a game. That sound about right? What? 3 times 8 is 24. I ain't stupid, am I? All right, I got that right. All right. You know what I'm saying? And he got 25 touchdowns. So that's what, 3 1/3 touchdowns every game. Beast mode. He was sliding on him too. He's sliding on him. He's sliding.
That's like 3 a game. The 4-star wideout has over 1,300 yards through the air, good for 9th in the nation, and it's pretty much a lock to shatter.
Ooh, hey, 10th grade? Yeah, that's crazy. Had to shout my man out, Roy Oliver. So look for him, man. Figure out what school he gonna go to. And it's on, man. All right, let's get into some Browns and Patriots, man. The Browns got spanked by the Patriots, 32-13. And why are we talking about this game? Not really that worth it. We kind of hate the Patriots and we hate the Browns. So why are we talking about this? Well, the Browns fans is tired of this shit, man. They tired of a lot of shit. They definitely tired of Dylan Gabriel, man. And you know who they got on the back burner, and he's definitely on the back burner. That boy, they ain't even trying to warm his ass up. But let's just see what the Browns fans got to say.
This is what I don't need to hear any defenses of this anymore. I'm not going to try to be too mean to him. I know he's doing his best. His best is what a backup does. This is what backups do.
They play about that.
They play for a few games, and then they get figured out. And there wasn't much to figure out with him, and he's been figured out here. So you can expect more of the same if he continues to go out there. I don't think you're unlocking anything. You're not unlocking a damn thing.
Of course, he's talking about Dylan Gabriel, right? So let's hit that back.
I'm done with this. I'm done with this. This is getting stupid. And guys, this is what I don't need to hear any defenses of this anymore. I'm not going to try to be too mean to him. I know he's doing his best. His best is what a backup does. This is what backups do.
They play about that.
They play for a few games, and then they get figured out. And there wasn't much to figure out with him, and he's been figured out here. So you can expect more of the same if he continues to go out there. I don't think you're unlocking anything. You're not unlocking a damn thing. It's a foolish enterprise. It's silly to go through this. I don't care. I'm done bickering about. And here I am, and I'm trying not to scream for Shador, but I really want to scream for Shador. Because, guys, this is you can't tell me you're not curious. I mean, what is defensible about what transpired on offense yesterday? And the whole thing is that, well, after the scripted plays, because they don't care when you score on scripted drives, guys. They don't care. The NFL teams don't care if you score on if things get out of hand afterwards. Yeah, they care. But if they score on scripted drives and they feel they figured you out, they've unlocked your offense, they know they're going to be able to beat you. And that's exactly what happened. They drove around you because you can't do anything offensively. There's nothing that they can do. This is the worst offense I've ever seen. 38 years, save the 3 that they weren't even here. This is the worst offense. This might be the worst offense I've ever seen because I don't pay that close of attention to other teams as I would the Cleveland Browns. This is the worst offense I've ever seen. And then I used to because last week I'd say, well, the quarterback's real smart. Yeah, you're taking intentional groundings in the end zone. That's smart. Some of the decisions that you're making, some of the guys you're looking off, that's not smart. This is not smart. So the thing that I could say, I can't say. And if I said it, I'd be lying to myself. I'm done with the silliness. You're 2-6. We flirted with the idea of them being able to save themselves because that's what you do when you're a Browns fan. You try to put a smiling face on things, but that's it. So at least either A, I'm going to see something exciting. B, maybe he has a high ceiling. Or C, I'm just going to be entertained.
And that's what I try to tell Cleveland from the door. Just entertain your fucking fans. You got Shedeur Sanders sitting on the sideline. What the fuck are you doing? Sanders, the new one, not the old one, not the one at Colorado, just looking washed up. You got the new one. At least entertain your Cleveland fans, man. What are you trying to do? Lose them? What are you doing? You're already a step away from losing them. And they the most faithful fans in the NFL. And you won't even give them Shedeur. You got this midget at quarterback who everybody knows not better than Shedeur. But you keep putting him on the back burner and they're getting frustrated. Now that's 92.3 the fan in Cleveland. So that's Cleveland. That's those people are fans. Those people are fans. They just want to be entertained by their squad. Everything don't have to be perfect for them like here in Pittsburgh. But still, they can't even get that in their coach. Now, that's when you fire the fucking coach. You get it? That's when you fire the fucking coach. You're losing with a quarterback and you got another motherfucker on the bench. It's 2-6. And you still come out saying stupid shit. You still come out saying stupid shit. Now let's listen to Stefanski right here. This is Coach Stefanski when somebody asks him a question about Shedeur at the press conference. Let's go.
Wouldn't you, just to see if it does anything to the offense, give him an opportunity to go in there and play?
Yeah, obviously my focus is where we are right now, Mary Kay. That's not my focus.
If he had said to you guys, hey, I want to play.
Where are you right now, bro? You're 2-6.
Why wouldn't you, just to see if it does anything to the offense, give him an opportunity to go in there and play?
Yeah, obviously my focus is where we are right now, Mary Kay. That's not my focus.
If he had said to you guys, hey, I want to play, I can play, I mean, would that have factored into this at all? Or what was the thinking behind that and how'd that go?
Yeah, he obviously came in Saturday with his back injury. We were hopeful that he'd be able to move around well enough to suit up on Sunday, but put him through a pregame warm-up, and obviously just didn't feel like he was ready to play, Mary Kay. But he's getting better every day, and I'm hopeful that he'll continue to improve.
Oh, God. Lying ass motherfucker. Now, the thing is, man, they really took him off the roster. So nobody in the stands, the fans couldn't even scream Shedeur. They didn't even dress him. They claimed he had some back injury, and they didn't even dress him. Now, Shedeur's a good kid. He ain't going to really ruffle no feathers, but I bet you some other kids would have been like, yo, they playing me. He would have screamed it out loud. But I think Shedeur's been prepped up to suck a lot of things up and go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? And you'll get your chance when you get your chance. And he's doing the right thing. The kid got money already. So, you're going to get your chance. They're saving a little tread on the tires right now. You're going to get your chance. Do you really want to play for Cleveland anyway? Get out there and get beat up. So save a little tread on the tires, Shedeur. Because, like I tell people all the time, they say, organizations or big companies, they don't want to hire people. They're not going to hire this person. They're not going to hire this person. If you got dreads, I don't want to hire you. If you black, I don't want to hire you. Or if you look like this, you're homosexual or something like, I'm not going to hire you. Why would you want to work for somebody like that anyway? Why would you want to beg them to make me work for you if you don't like my kind or if you don't like me? I don't want to work with you. I'm cool. I'll find somebody else that look just like you that's willing to fuck with me. That's just how I see the bullshit situation. And that's why I think Shedeur is so relaxed in the situation, because he might be thinking a little bit of the same thing. I truly believe that. I truly do. Let's see. Okay, we ain't going to that. But yeah, man. I mean, that's it for me and the Shador situation. It's just funny how they didn't even dress him. And, so the fans couldn't even, and the fans is already disappointed, pissed off. I could find a million clips of Cleveland Browns fans saying the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let's check it out. Fuck it.
Buckle up for more Dylan Gabriel after the bye week, everybody. Kevin Stefanski had his press conference today and a very interesting back and forth with Mary Kay Cabot.
Now, this is the Dogs podcast. I watch this a lot. It's called the Dogs Cleveland Browns podcast. I don't know my man's name, but shout out to him. It's a great podcast.
She asked him some questions about Shador Sanders and the back tightness that held him out of yesterday's game. And some of the nuggets in there were quite interesting, if you ask me. So she said Shador mentioned in the locker room yesterday, either before or after the game, that it wasn't his decision not to be active in the game yesterday. Now, I know that's not always a big deal because obviously it is the medical staff and the coaching decision whether or not a player is going to be active and all that kind of stuff. But for the player to actually voice that, that's the interesting part. So Shador himself felt the need to express that it was not his decision to be inactive for the game. Maybe I'm reading too much into that, but I thought that was interesting because she then follows it up with, if Shador had come to you guys and said, hey, I want to play, I can play, would that have factored into this at all, or what was the thinking behind it? And Kevin answered like this. He said, yeah, he obviously came in Saturday with his back injury. We were hopeful that he'd be able to move around well enough to suit up on Sunday, but put him through a pregame warm-up and obviously just didn't feel like he was ready to play, Mary Kay. And here's where the interesting nugget comes in. He says, but he's getting better every day, and I'm hopeful that he'll continue to improve. Now, that does not sound like a head coach who is even considering putting this player into a game anytime soon. So she followed up with the viral question that has gone all over the internet. Why wouldn't you, just to see if it does anything to the offense, give him an opportunity to go in there and play? And Kevin said, yeah, honestly, my focus is where we are right now. That's not my focus. So I said it before, and I'll say it again. I will be shocked if we see Shador Sanders after the bye week. And I'm getting to the point where I don't know if we see Shador Sanders this year at all. What do you got?
All right, so yeah, man. This shit's funny, man. This shit's crazy. You never seen it coming. We never seen this coming, man. We all thought Shador was going to get his chance. And they just played him, man. Really played him to the left. We never even seen it coming. That is the wild part about it. But you hear the Cleveland fans, man. You hear the Cleveland fans. They want Shador. I don't think they would care who it was, but it's like, what are we doing? They're just proving more and more that this whole thing was a fiasco. And the Cleveland Browns just want their team to be better, like my man said, even more entertaining. The Cleveland Browns fans might not watch next game. Now, they got a bye week. Pretty sure they're on a bye. Look, I mean, I ain't never been a smart coach before. I'm lying. But I ain't never been a smart coach before, right? But in the chat, Unc says Shador Sanders not even getting first team reps in practice, even though he's the backup. True. Shady. So I've never been a smart coach before, but I'm thinking I got a bye week coming up. So I got plenty of time. If I wanted to start another quarterback, this is the time where I can prep him all the way up, at least just for one game. We're 2-6. And we're usually terrible every year. So what do we have to lose, right? So Cleveland, the next game, they got a bye week. Their next game is Sunday, November 9th versus the Jets. And I mean, coaches don't always tell the truth. Coaches bullshit and say whatever they want to say. Until they don't know what you're thinking. So I will say that. But there's no way I don't try Shador Sanders out here versus the Jets. And I got 2 weeks to prepare for the Jets. There's no way I don't do that. It can literally save your job, Stefanski. I mean, if this was a real job that he needed to save. Because he might just be doing a job they want him to do. And that's crazy. Because this is going too far. I ain't going to lie. At the beginning, I didn't want to believe it. But something about this Stefanski kid, maybe they're making him the scapegoat. But wow. Once again, I reported how Jimmy Haslam, his kids, had their Shedeur Sanders jerseys on.
Just think, what were your...
His kids had Shedeur Sanders jerseys on. So, I don't really understand what's going on here, man. This shit is crazy, man. Let's listen to Craig Carton real quick, show you what I'm talking about.
Jimmy Haslam's kids are wearing Shedeur Sanders jerseys on the sideline of a Cleveland Browns game. That's the win against the Miami Dolphins on Sunday.
It's terrible.
Like, come on, guys. Can you be that tone deaf? You have a rookie quarterback fighting for his life in Dylan Gabriel. Give the kid credit. Gets his first win as a starting quarterback. A kid they think more of than they do Shedeur. And the owner's family shows up on the sideline wearing Shedeur Sanders jerseys. Again, style over substance. Popularity contest, Shedeur's a Hall of Famer. But at some point, if I'm the owner of the Cleveland Browns and my adult kids show up to the Browns-Dolphins game and they're rocking the jersey of the backup quarterback that a lot of people are yelling for to become our starter, I would say to both my kids, take the jerseys off, don't wear them on the sideline, because it's disrespectful to Dylan Gabriel.
It's stupid.
Who? I like that video, man. I've been laughing about this video right here for a while. Every time I watch it, man, it's just disrespectful to
become our starter. I would say to both my kids, take the jerseys off, don't wear them on the sideline, because it's disrespectful to Dylan Gabriel.
It's stupid.
Who is Dylan Gabriel, bro? Why does Dylan Gabriel deserve all this respect? This is just making yourself look like a hater without knowing you making yourself look like a hater. Because it's disrespectful to who? If the fans stop going to the games, the money stops rolling in, then the owners make moves, man. Yes, sir, Unc. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I think that video is funny, man. I'm sorry.
To become our starter, I would say to both my kids, take the jerseys off, don't wear them on the sideline, because it's disrespectful to Dylan Gabriel.
It's stupid.
He follows up his stupidity.
From the Haslam family to show up and not think people are going to talk about it. Because that tells you the Haslam family wants Shedeur Sanders to be the starting quarterback. Of course.
You're the only one that's talking about it, bro. I just caught you talking about it. You know what I'm saying? You're the only one that cares, bro. The boys going to wear the jerseys that they bought. Like the rest of the boys in the whole country bought. Top selling jersey in the NFL. Kids don't lie either, Unc. No doubt. No doubt. Put the man in the game. What is the quarrel? The quarrel, however you say it. What is the problem? I would love to know. One day Shedeur is going to tell the whole story, and it's going to be even funnier than the story from the sideline. I guarantee you that. Guarantee you. I guarantee you. This is hilarious. It's not cool for Shedeur though, but as a fan, it's just sports, watching it and stories and stuff like that. This is the sideline stuff is hilarious. Like that guy. That's Craig Carton from FS1, man. Never really liked that dude anyway. Tell you that much. All right, let's move on to some other games. I got to move on to the Titans and the Colts, man. Now, there wasn't the greatest matchups this week, man. It really wasn't. Titans, we all knew was going to get smacked by the Colts. But the real story of the Colts is just the Colts being 7-1, dominating the division. And, you know, really, I want to throw Irsay's daughter in here now. Jim Irsay was the long-term owner of the, of course, Indianapolis Colts, right? So Irsay's daughter, earlier this year, she came out in the preseason saying that she was going to be on the sideline with headsets after she took over for her dad. Her dad passed away. If you don't know the story, her dad passed away, and she took over the reins. Her and her other two sisters took over the reins of the team. And actually, she's been on the bench for years. No one knew. She just made that announcement since she was taking over as the owner. If you see me down there as the owner, I'm going to still be doing what I used to do. So she's a young lady, and she's very involved with the team. And she finally takes over the team from her dad. And all of a sudden, the Colts are running off at 7-1. And this is a little bit of what she had to say.
I need to learn more about this. I need to be able to say, is this person full of BS? Do they even know what they're talking about? And I think one of the things that being on the headset has really helped me learn is, to the question earlier, it's such a complex organism, a football team, and how it operates. And on game day, and you could say, oh, that person ran that route wrong. When you learn to find, someone tagged the wrong wide receiver, and it wasn't really the player's fault. It was the person that called it. So, and it's never, I think that's been a very valuable, because it also helps us be able to know, where do we need to make tweaks? What resources do we need? What do we need to fix? So much of it comes down to just how we operate and how things work. And the headsets are really, I wish more, I would suggest it for anyone else that has to pay coaches and GMs millions and millions of dollars. It helps you make a less expensive mistake, potentially.
I love her, man. Seriously, man. I like her, man. I like that. I like everything she said, except for the last thing she said. Like, don't give away your secret, man. You had the secret. You know what I'm saying? Let it go. But Jim Irsay's daughter, Miss Irsay, what's her first name? Oh, Carly Irsay. Hey, man. She is taking over for the Colts. She ain't playing around. You heard her. You need to be inside listening to what people saying, and that's how you know if they're making right decisions or not. You just want to be up in the booth, enjoying your team, might get caught slipping and don't know what's going on, and now you're wasting money. But Miss Irsay ain't playing that. Her dad was one of the best owners ever in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely had his successes. You know, the Indianapolis Colts are not a trash organization at all. Now, they've had their down years, for sure. But they had their up years, too, man. They had a lot of little playoff runs, and then they had the Peyton Manning era. And, you know, that's all you need. You get your Super Bowl, you in there. You know how many teams don't got one? And you know how many teams only got one? So, yeah, man. Like, hey, Jim Irsay's daughter doing her thing. Had to highlight that. Now, the other thing about this game, man, Jonathan Taylor looked like he might be trying to be the MVP, man, but it just ain't common for a running back. And the NFL actually changed his mind, all right? So this article here discusses a few things about Jonathan Taylor, how he's doing this year, and his chances of winning MVP, okay? So in 2024, then Houston Texans pass rusher J.J. Watt put up one of the greatest multifaceted seasons in NFL history, shuttling back and forth between defensive end, defensive tackle, and red zone tight end. He scored 5 touchdowns, 3 on offense and 2 on defense, and posted 20.5 sacks, 29 tackles for a loss, 5 fumble recoveries, 1 interception, and 1 safety. This was a stat line worthy of gods. Never been before and unlikely to be duplicated. It was a performance so dominant it led to Watt pulling the rare feat of being voted a first-time All-Pro at both defensive end and defensive tackle. If you trace the guy with that season still lost to a quarterback in the MVP voting. If you trace your finger over the history of the NFL MVP, there's a good argument that Watt's 2024 campaign and second-place finish to the Green Bay Packers star Aaron Rodgers is when the award started to shift to becoming a quarterback-only club. Okay, so yeah, man, that's the most frustrating part about the MVP to me. I hate it. That's why here on the Underground, I pick my own MVP every year. Last year, it was Saquon Barkley for sure. And this year, it might be Jonathan Taylor. Now, is there quarterbacks in contention? Definitely there are, but Jonathan Taylor is definitely going crazy, bro. Definitely going crazy. Definitely deserving of an MVP, especially when your team's 7-1. If a quarterback was leading his team to the best record in the league, he'd be automatically gifted the MVP. Almost no matter the stats. Josh Allen didn't have great stats last year, still won MVP because of the position he put his team in. So I would think you'd have to do that for every position on the field. Okay? But like they said, if TJ Watt didn't win it or JJ Watt didn't win it after doing all that, then who can? Then who can? If Saquon Barkley ran for 2,283 yards from scrimmage last year and 15 touchdowns in 16 games, then who can win MVP other than the quarterback? The NFL really needs to just switch all that shit up, man. Just give an award to the quarterback and call it best quarterback best quarterback award. Just call it that, so you can name a real MVP in the NFL. Because they don't have a best quarterback award. I mean, maybe they do. I don't know. But you just might as well make the MVP that. I mean, because that's what it is. And it's really a shame because, you know, you dilute other players and you dilute other positions like that. That's why running back is hard to get paid because, you know, keep making a quarterback the MVP of the league every year. So, of course, they're going to be the highest paid, the highest valued player if you put that image out there. So, yeah, give some respect to the running backs. I said 5, 6, 10 years ago, the running game has went nowhere. It's coming back, and it's coming back in a vengeance. And you need a running game to win these days because everybody got soft on defense following the offense. So now if you convert that with a strong running game, teams ain't ready. People like Patrick Queen ain't ready to play middle linebacker in the NFL. He's a flare guy. He wants you to pass first. You really can't cover that. And you don't want no smoke. A lot of these dudes don't want smoke like they used to. So, yeah, running game is making a comeback. These running backs are tough, though. A whole bunch of them are everywhere, too. It ain't went nowhere. B.J. Robinson, Christian McCaffrey still doing his thing. Saquon Barkley, Gibbs, Montgomery on the same team. I mean, they're everywhere. Jonathan Taylor, I didn't even mention him. DeAndre Swift for Chicago. Jalen Warren will run you over. Derrick Henry. What do you mean the run game don't exist? What do you mean? I can keep going too. Sure, I can keep going. What about the boy for the Rams? James Conner's hurt. He be a beast right now. The running game ain't went nowhere. It ain't never going nowhere. So anyway, man, Jonathan Taylor for MVP. All right. Still talking Titans and Colts, of course. Talked a lot of Colts, but a little bit of something on the Titans, man. Something Eddie George had to say. Of course, Eddie George, longtime Tennessee Titan, Houston Oiler, all that good stuff. Former Tennessee Titans running back Eddie George spoke with the Tennessean about, I guess that's the newspaper, about the direction of the franchise, saying owner Amy Adams Strunk has set the franchise back at least a decade and maybe more. George expressed frustration with the recent front office changes and questionable roster decision. Here's more proof that you can't be blaming everything on the coach. First of all, they get rid of a good coach in Mike Vrabel, trying to switch things up. Look where they are now, and look where the Patriots is at. I'm going to say that again. Look at where Tennessee's at now. They fire Mike Vrabel. 2 years later, the Patriots pick him up. He's 6-2, leading the division they ain't led in years, with one of the best quarterbacks in the league. And they done beat Buffalo already. And the Tennessee Titans is 1-7. Quarterback already came out and said they was ass. They get lucky and win one game that the Cardinals threw the fuck away. I mean, threw away. I dare you go look at that and say that they didn't throw that shit away. And that's the only reason they got to win. Cam Ward's looking worse than the Mayo boy they had. What was his name? Will Levis. He's looking worse than him. So Eddie George is correct. Eddie George, and he's saying it in perfect timing. I mean, they've been fucked up. But they fucked up now. They ain't shit. They let the coach go. They brought Cam Ward in with no weapons, no offense around him. Not even a great offensive line that could at least run the ball and pound the ball. It wasn't time to pick a quarterback. So Eddie George is exactly right about what he said. All right, moving on to a couple more teams, couple more games, man. I tell you what. San Francisco disappointed me against the Texans, but the Texans' defense is pretty good, man. San Francisco beats the Texans 26-15, and San Fran, disappointed me, man. But they are beat up, though. I thought they was better than that. The reason I say they disappointed me because I had them in my underground 5 parlay, and they took an L, got spanked up, too, man. It was over early, had my parlay all jammed up from the door. So I was pretty pissed about that. So that's really where that's hurting me at in the heart. You know what I'm saying? No love for San Francisco. Just in the pockets, man. They got me, man. But the Texans was desperate. They did what they had to do. They got the dub. So, yeah, it's all good. That one right there. Yeah, man. We just talked about the Colts, man. Can Steelers, how we going to do this? How we going to do this? Anyway, Bears versus the Ravens. That was another game that was pretty, appetizing on the menu. And the Bears kind of didn't show up, man. It was in Baltimore. Maybe they was a little intimidated. Roquan Smith coming back. Who else came back? Hamilton came back. Humphrey came back. So, hey, man, Baltimore next week. Lamar Jackson's coming back. Steelers fans, man. Steelers fans, man, y'all better get on your team. They need to step up. And ain't nobody getting fired. So just leave that alone. Leave that alone. Ravens stopped the Bears from a 4-game winning streak. They was on a 4-game winning streak. And the Ravens took them out 30-16 with their backup quarterback in the game. I think they're pretty motivated. I believe they think that if Lamar comes back, we can run a few off. And what else they got to think? There ain't nothing else to think right now. That's all they got. That's all they got. So, yeah, man, I think I covered a lot today, man. I covered a lot. Told you I was going to get my freestyle on. Told you I was going to go hard. I appreciate everybody in the chat. I appreciate everybody that called. Steelers got a lot of work to do, but I got about this much faith left, man. About this much. But it's faith, though. But it's faith. It's faith. It's in the player. It's in one player, man. If it's one player that I talked about all night, if he can get it together, I'm telling you, my boys can get it together, man. But you might have to do something like Tomlin, like bench him or something like that, man. I'm telling you. But you got to shake him up somehow, man. But this is the Underground Sports Show. I'm your host, Filthy Rich, man. Birthday night. I appreciate y'all showing up. I appreciate y'all showing out, man. Like I said, man, it's a great show in the morning. This is the late show on Sunday morning. I'll be there at 11 a.m. for game day. Geeked up as usual, man. We're going to do some odds and ends. So that means we're going to bet on a couple games. And we're going to get into some fantasy football. And then we just going to talk sports. And we're going to talk shit like we always do, right? So, yeah, man, it's Underground Sports Show. We out of here tonight, man. I appreciate y'all hanging once again, man. Hit the like button, man. Everybody in the house, hit the like button, man. Turn me up, all right? It's the Underground, baby. Ow, we out.
It's the underground. It's the underground. It's the underground. It's the underground. You better pass. You better run. And that's your ass. Boy, you done. It's the underground. It's the underground. Yeah, it's the underground. It's the underground. You better pass. You better run. And that's your ass. Boy, you done. Move the sticks. First down. You better not step out of bounds. You don't really want it, but you really need it. It's the underground, man, we undefeated. Michael Jackson couldn't beat it. Fourth down, couldn't reach it, man, your squad about to lose it. Go ahead and face the music, flip a coin, you still lost. Pay the cost to beat the boss, turn your motherfucking lights off. Yeah, CTE, these niggas can't see me. Got your head fucked up, got the gang locked up, and it's over for your ass. Fourth down, you better pass. You know what it is, you ain't gotta ask. It's the underground, it's the underground, it's the underground, yeah, it's the underground. You better pass, you better run, and that's your ass. Boy, you done.